practice?
No, not really at this time. So he's day to day for us, and we are doing our best to get him in a position to come back and play games real soon.
So you do anticipate we'll see him at some point?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
In the meantime, with Dustin Wolf being able to be up with the team and obviously getting the game in yesterday, but just getting to be up with the NHL club, how valuable is it for his development to have those experiences?
I think it's a really good thing. I mean, for a young guy that's trying to make his way, as much as we talk about it with whether you're a forward or a defenseman, a goalie's the same, where he's got to grab hold of it. So sometimes when you give opportunities, it's a matter of answering the door when, or opening the door when it's been kicked open a little bit for you. So that's where it's at for him. I thought he did an excellent job last night of looking composed and ready to play. And when he gets his next start, he's going to have to continue to do the same thing.
Is the idea to have him around the team as much as you can before the end of the year, or I guess that depends on Jacob Markstrom's status?
Yeah, we have right now we have two goalies that are healthy to play, and then once Jacob comes back, he'll be. We have a decision where Wolfie will be going back down if that's the situation or where it shakes out, because he needs to play games no matter what. And if it works out for him to get games here for however long that means he's going to be here, then that's something we're going to continue to do.
Is Connor Zary an option for tomorrow?
He's skating right now, so we'll see. He's progressing well, and our hope is that yes, but we'll have to see as the date moves on for him.
With Dustin, like, you know how we are in the media. I felt like in training camp it was such a big story. How many games is he going to play? Has he sort of played the right number of games?
I don't even know what the right number would be. I mean, so I guess probably no, because if our other two guys were healthy at this point, he wouldn't have any. So, we believe in all three of our guys, and I think we've made that very well known right from the beginning. We consider all of them elite goaltenders. I mean, Jacob has been unbelievable for us this year, and he's been, a lot of guys would say a backbone for our team with the way he's played and he's come out. So I think he's made the other two guys that he has a chance to work with better goaltenders because of how they've seen him approach his game this year.
Because of Jacob's uncertainty, what is your concern level like with this injury?
I'm not right now. Yeah.
That's just what I meant by right, was he has gotten a taste and then learned, like, seen what he has to work on, which can only be good for a young player.
Absolutely. I mean, when you use it the right way too. So he has a chance, whether it's practice or games or even watching. If he's down with the Wranglers, he can see how Markey and how Dan handle themselves in certain situations. So it is a good thing. And when you are a goaltender or a player for that matter that wants to get better, you do pay attention to those things, and I know Dustin does.
What's what about Andre Kuzmenko? Is there anything new on his front?
He's a day-to-day situation as well. He's on the ice right now as well. So
Ryan, what have you seen from Matt Coronado in these last 4 games since he's come up? What have you seen that you liked, and I guess is there things you think he still needs to work on?
yeah, always things to work on. This was yesterday's game was probably the game of the ones since he's been called back up. I thought he did a good job with his positioning. I thought he did a good job with his compete, and he put himself in a position to use his shot, and that's important for us and for him. So as I said, last night was his best for sure.
When you talk about playing those games, is that something you've seen? Because now that he's had a few more games in a row here, when he gets those type of stretches, that it kind of builds on each game, and he starts to do more of those things that you want to see?
Yeah, and then it becomes on him, that it becomes a consistent thing. And for young guys that are trying to find their way, that's the biggest challenge I find, because there's going to be nights where your opponent is heavier and harder to play against, and you have to find a way to play in those type of games. And there's going to be other nights where it's going to be fast and a little bit wide open. So you have to be consistent with how you approach your game. And for younger guys, to me, that's the biggest thing. If you want to be an NHL player, you have to do it every day.
We've talked so much about Blake through the season, but there's not many guys who have scored 7 empty netters in a year in this league. What makes him a guy? I know you're not sending him out there to score. What makes him a guy you can trust in those moments?
I think maybe it's more so the line. They are guys that typically do things the right way. So in Blake's case, he understands how to win, and I think when games are on the line, he knows that sometimes that means you're going to have to block a shot. It means you're going to have to be positionally sound, and at the same time, when you're playing with the goalie out at the other end of the ice, you have an opportunity there. So I know his teammates give him a hard time because he always seems to be the guy that's getting them this year, but he deserves to be out there because of the way he plays the game.